All right, well, next up is the M&A.
Okay, well, this is a very interesting story. It broke late yesterday afternoon. Consortium of German auto manufacturers is to buy Nokia's HERE mapping business for around €2.5 billion, and the consortium is made up of Audi, which is owned by Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes, which is part of Daimler. Interestingly, the three German auto stocks are down on the day, so I'm not sure if the market, if that's more to do with the market or the stocks.
It might be themselves. To do with the walking into a minefield, given Microsoft's experience of the Nokia kiss of death.
Well, quite possibly. Nokia itself actually is also easier, down about 0.3%. Nokia had been hoping to achieve a higher price, something closer to sort of 3.5 billion euros, but it looks like they'll have to take that lower figure. If it does go ahead, this deal, then that will effectively complete Nokia's transition into a telecoms networking play. Just to put the purchase price into perspective, Nokia spent $8.1 billion in 2008 buying a company called Navtech Corp in the US, which became the HERE mapping business. So they're cutting money hand over fist there in getting rid of it, but they just, they want to be in
the old US elephant's graveyard effect coming into play.
Oh, absolutely. We talked quite a few times about deals that are done in haste and unwound a few years later for a big loss, and there's another example of one. What's interesting as well here is that, of course, Mercedes, Audi and BMW, fierce rivals, but they've cooperated together in an effort to stop Google dominating this mapping and driving space in a future where we'll have smart and some perhaps even autonomous vehicles, and also that they may invite some of the other auto manufacturers from around the world to join the consortium later on.
Almost a panic move.
Well,
almost.
You could read it like that. The deal's actually been seen as well as being negative for the likes of Garmin, which is GRMN in the US, and TomTom, TOM2 in Amsterdam, obviously direct competitors to that Nokia mapping business. TomTom, interestingly though, has announced its own partnership with the auto parts group Bosch, so that really just leaves Garmin to some extent out on a limb. So it'll be interesting to see how they trade today. Not a done deal yet, and the fine detail to be agreed, but it's one to keep an interesting eye on, I think, going forward.